This is me. After 10 years of lifting, I started as the skinny guy who just wanted to look good, then I bulked up too much and was fat for years. 10 years later, I'm in the best shape of my life, but not in the way I expected. Did I fail because I'm not as huge or shredded as the most famous fitness influencers? Or did I finally understand what fitness actually means? You see, when I started lifting, I thought the goal was simple: build muscle, get lean, and look like those jacked guys on social media. But what I didn't realize back then was that I was chasing a false example. Because what we see on social media is not real life, it's performance art. They show you the best lighting, the perfect pump, and the one photo where everything looks flawless. Sometimes with these influencers, unfortunately, there's also steroid use involved while claiming natural. So here I was, comparing my normal everyday physique to someone else's peak moment. For years, I felt like I was behind, and maybe you felt that too. But in reality, we are comparing ourselves to an unrealistic standard. Let me show you what I mean. This is me now, about 1 hour after hitting the gym, so I have a light pump. And this is me now in the morning time. No pump, bad lighting, and it looks like I just lost 2 to 3 years of progress, but it's the same exact body. And when I started lifting, I did not understand that. I thought if I didn't look massive or shredded all the time, I was doing something wrong. And it brings me to something everyone in fitness should know about. It's something called physique inflation, a problem that is quietly shaping how we all see our progress. 10 or 15 years ago, actors like Brad Pitt in Fight Club or Troy were considered peak shape. Lean, athletic, strong, that was the goal. But today, that physique would barely get noticed online. Social media has raised the standard so much that what used to be impressive 10-20 years ago is now labeled as average. And this didn't just happen by accident, it happened because of the way the algorithms work. The algorithm does not push normal, slow and steady progress that you and I are making. It pushes the outliers, the craziest transformations. Think about the freakiest physiques, the most extreme examples. So the more unrealistic something looks, the more attention it gets. And the more the algorithm rewards it, that cycle repeats over and over again to the point that the exceptions we're seeing on our phones become the norm. 20 years ago, seeing one elite physique was inspiring. Now you see 50 of them every time you open your phone. But those 50 guys or girls are not normal. They are genetically blessed, or you are seeing them at their absolute peak. And when that's all you're exposed to, it completely destroys your sense of what is achievable naturally. Even after 10 years of lifting, I've caught myself thinking, should I be proud of my physique, or should I have made much more progress by this time? My frame of reference was hijacked by what the algorithm feeds me. And this happens to many people. So beware for physique inflation. For me, it has led to many years of frustration, always trying to match what I saw online. Not because I hated my physique, but because I thought I was supposed to look like those massive fitness coaches to inspire my own coaching clients. And that mindset eventually led me to one of the biggest mistakes in my fitness journey. Because I wanted to be the big coach, I thought I could speed up the process by eating more, a lot more. So I started force-feeding myself through every meal, thinking more calories would build more muscle. But here's what I wish I knew back then. A 2023 study found that just a 5% calorie surplus builds just as much muscle as a 15% calorie surplus. Meaning that if you maintain your weight at 2,500 calories, just eating 100 to 200 calories extra per day will give you a nice muscle growth benefit. But if you eat more than that, you're just setting yourself up for fat gain. I would bulk up for months, gain strength, gain size, and then just look in the mirror unhappy with my body fat. What I didn't realize is that staying relatively lean, even when trying to build muscle, actually helps you showcase your muscles sooner. This is me at the peak of my bulk, and this is me after my cut. The lean version is 9 kilograms or 20 pounds lighter, but looks so much more muscular. That is because body fat is like a shield around your muscles that blocks the visibility of your muscles. So the leaner you can stay while gaining muscle, the faster you will actually notice muscle growth progress. Slow and steady progressive overload while eating around or slightly above maintenance calories beats dirty bulking every single time. And once I finally understood that, I started to rethink everything. How I trained, how I ate, and what I was really chasing. Around year 5 of my fitness journey, I stopped trying to impress the algorithm. I stopped chasing physical outcomes and started prioritizing health. Because when you chase health, aesthetics always follows. My goal became simple: build a body that performs well, feels strong, and lasts decades. And to do that, we do not need secret hacks or overcomplication, just simple habits repeated over and over again. I train 4 or 5 times per week, focused on getting stronger with good technique. And I keep my diet simple. I hit my protein goal of at least 150 grams daily. I focus on whole filling meals with at least 10 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories consumed. Get 2 servings of fruit per day, any portion of vegetables with every meal. also include healthy fats, specifically omega-3 fatty acids, from eggs, salmon, or even canned mackerel, and make sleep a priority. It does not have to be perfect, but do your best to get 7 to 8 hours of real sleep per night. Now think logically. If you do this, what will happen to your body? You will build muscle, get leaner, and feel better doing it. This is why I actually made my best fitness progress not in the first 5 years of training, but from years 6 to 10. When you stop chasing an outcome result and instead embrace habits that inevitably lead to an awesome destination, fitness progress becomes so much easier. And this isn't just based on my experience, it's based on hundreds of clients I've worked with over the years. Let me show you 3 examples. First, we have Eric, a lawyer from Arizona, 44 years of age, working 60-hour weeks. He started at 28% body fat and dropped all the way down to 10% in 6 months. No magic tricks, just smart personalized nutrition, lifting weights, and accountability. Secondly, we have Sylvester from Florida, a father with a demanding career. He was around 40% body fat when he joined. In 1 year, he went down to 15% body fat. Sylvester did not stop eating family meals, he just learned how to make his nutrition work with his life instead of against it. And thirdly, we have Nabil, an engineer from Abu Dhabi. Nabil started at 25% body fat, 6 months later he was at 10% body fat. These are not influencers. They are real people with busy lives, families, jobs, stress, just like you. But what they all have in common is this. They stopped guessing, started following the science, and stayed consistent long enough to see what their body was truly capable of. If you're tired of spinning your wheels and want a plan that actually fits your lifestyle, that's exactly what I help my clients do through my online coaching. This is a complete one-on-one service where I personally guide you through every step, your training, nutrition, weekly progress tracking, and making adjustments to your plan based on the progress. You'll have a structured plan built all around you. Think of it as having your own fitness consultant, making sure you stay on track and finally get the results you have been chasing for years. Visit the link in the description to apply. If you are a good fit, I'll reach out to you to schedule a call with me personally. So before we finish off, did I fail to reach my fitness goals? 10 years ago, I maybe would have expected more, because I did not end up looking like the biggest or leanest guy online, but now I see things differently. I built a strong, capable body. I have the energy to build my business, live my life, and show up for the people that I care about. That is not failure, that is freedom, and I want the same for you. Fitness isn't chasing the perfect picture on Instagram, it's about building the kind of body and life that lasts. And that was all for today's video. I hope this video inspires you in your fitness journey and maybe helps you shift your mindset a bit. Here above I have an awesome new video for you, so go ahead and check that one out. Thank you as always for your support, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.